It's been almost a year since lockdown restrictions have come into play, and now finally our motoring industry is starting to get back on its feet. Our once idle workforce is now finally getting back to work, and a company that has spearheaded that movement has been Ford South Africa. It's no surprise then that Ford, like many others, have launched a few new models over the last couple of months. With Ranger Everest due for replacement next year, this is the latest version of the Everest, the Everest Sport. For 25,000 Rand over the base model XLT, Ford has once again thrown in a whole bunch of extras for a relatively good price. Starting at the front here, you've got the Everest badge on the nose. You've also got LED lights in front, and one of the biggest changes are these 20-inch wheels running on Goodyear tires. You've also got black detail running down the sides on the mirrors over there and on these door handles. And at the back, you've got details that are exclusive to Everest Sport. And of course, don't forget, sport badges to let you know you're driving something a bit more special. On the inside, Ford Everest Sport feels as familiar as most of the Ford buckies do. The interior is similar to the Ranger and of course the Everest, but with some minor tweaks. Mainly, you look and see blue stitching everywhere. On the steering wheel, you've got blue stitching over here, on the seats as well as the pouch by the handbrake. One of the big changes though is on the dashboard. The XLT is usually spec'd in a plastic dash, but this one is leather with blue stitching as well. And again, in case you're wondering what you're driving, look behind you and see another sport badge. Now, inevitably, comparisons are going to be drawn between this and the Fortuner. And although the two are very, very closely matched, there are two areas that the Everest excels in. Number one, the new infotainment system, which syncs with your phone, I feel is way more intuitive and works a little bit better than even Fortuner's new infotainment system. It also has 7 seats like the Fortuner, but in this case, you get seats that are slightly more suited to regular size individuals. The biggest upgrade on Everest Sport, at least from where I'm sitting, are the huge 20-inch wheels. They come fitted with 50 profile tires and feel very, very comfortable. I think they help the suspension absorb the little bumps and imperfections, and they also make the car look really chunky and cool. This was a good idea to fit those wheels on the car, and it really does bring the entire package together nicely, even from behind the wheel. Having driven a fair amount of distance now and some relatively decent speeds, Everest feels comfortable and poised. It's the kind of car that you can load your family members in and hit the long road all the way to towns like where we are in Oudtshoorn. It is a fantastically comfortable car, and just like the XLT, ticks all those boxes that a big family SUV should tick. Starting at 662,000, some might consider the Ford Everest Sport to be a bit of a bargain. Don't be fooled though, the mods on here are strictly cosmetic. But having said that, they do look good. For those of you guys that are a bit more patient, you could wait for the new model to come out in the next 12 to 18 months. But for those of you that aren't, this might be a consideration.